This is number 5, right?
Something, one of those numbers.
This is number 5 of the Nifty show, and lots of news from Tops and other places in the NFT space. And so let's get this party started.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show!
Yeah, we like those digital collectibles.
It's pretty cool. Hey, just as a question, where are the notes? I see episode 4 in the thing. So this is actually episode 6.
This is 6 now? Wow. Yeah. So they're in a Word doc on my desktop.
Oh, that's so helpful.
Yeah. Well, you always make me prepare them. You show up like 1 minute before we're ready to go.
That's not true. Last week, I actually had all the news articles that we were going to talk about, but we just went into an interview.
Well, I suppose I can paste them in, but you know what? I don't want to waste anybody's time right now because they're here. Hey, everybody. Joel Com here.
Travis right here. And I'm very prepared.
Ready to get all nifty. And
I'm actually building Nifties. I'm here working on cards and doing all stuff. And it's like, oh, we got to do a show. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go do a show.
Yeah. It's going to be a really good show today because we're going to bring Alex Atallah in just a moment. But we're also going to do a giveaway today. And
wait,
I'm gonna
what?
tell you about, we got a giveaway.
So fancy.
You don't even know about it, but
I do know about it. It's fancy. We're giving away a pack a day of Marlboros.
That's not it. No,
we're giving away a pack of Marlboros.
Nope, that's not it. So you don't know.
Cred giveaway.
It is the Cred giveaway. But first, I want to welcome those of you who are watching, whether you are on YouTube or Facebook or Periscope or Twitter, wherever in the world you're seeing us. We will be engaging with the audience on Theta TV, and that's where you're going to want to be if you want to be eligible for the giveaway. This is decentralized live video, so simply go to nifty.show/theta, THETA, nifty.show/theta. That's where the giveaways are going to take place. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to give away, and I'm going to show you, and then later in the show we'll actually do it. Okay, so last week we talked about Cred domain tokens. These are NFTs that give you control of a domain name that works both as a website and for a digital wallet. Let me pull mine up here. Let's see. Little screen sharing magic. This is the token for my domain, joel.cred. And you'll see I've got it set up as a redirect. It's connected to my website. You can have it as a standalone site. I've got it going to joelcom.com, and my wallet is also connected to it. And you can learn more about getting your own .cred domain at domains.cred. Oh, look at that. They even got me right there on the front. And you can send Ethereum to joel.cred, and I'll give you a shout out if you do. Just make sure you attach a memo with your name, and I'll be like, oh, thanks for sending me the Ethereum. So we're going to be giving away with Cred 5 Cred domain tokens by the end of the show. And so you need to be viewing at nifty.show/theta. That'll take you to Theta TV, to the page there, and stand by. We'll give those away to viewers a little later on in this episode.
And I have the page open right now. I'm looking at it. I see it's looks like about 10 seconds behind, which is good.
Yeah. Well, that's because we're from the future.
We are in the future. That is true.
People watching
us exciting
in the past. So are we ready to talk NFTs here?
Let's do it.
Really happy to have with us the co-founder of OpenSea.io with us today. His name is Alex Atallah. And Alex, welcome to the Nifty Show.
Thanks, guys. Happy to be here.
So you are pretty much the biggest marketplace of NFTs right now. Is that correct?
We're the biggest general marketplace for NFTs. That's correct. Our market share varies depending on what type of NFTs you're looking at. But for most verticals, we have them at like the largest market.
That's exciting. So I know that a lot of the stuff going on OpenSea is based on Ethereum's ERC 721. Is there you guys looking at maybe adding other blockchains to that as well?
Yeah, we're actively working on a few. It's a bit early to go into tons of details there, but by ERC 721, are you talking about other types of standards or other blockchains, regardless of
other blockchains? I mean, because we're big on Wax, right? We're building a project on Wax, and so we'd love to see some of our NFTs pop up on OpenSea someday. We're hoping to see on OpenSea.
That's good news because we're working on Wax right now.
What? Wait, is this breaking news? This is breaking news right here, gang. We actually have, I know we've got a lot of Wax people that are probably watching right now, and would be super excited to hear this. When you say working on it, can you give us an ETA?
I can't give an ETA, but we're actively talking to Wax about it and we're working on it. That's kind of all I can say right now about it.
This is great. So let me actually pull up OpenSea here. I want to take a step back for those that aren't familiar with the site and what you do. And I'm going to screen share. And if you can kind of just give a Reader's Digest overview of what this site is.
Yeah, so imagine eBay, but for just digital goods that are blockchain backed. That's pretty much what OpenSea is. Let's talk about the different kinds of users that we have. First, we have creators who are trying to becoming digital virtual entrepreneurs by creating digital assets using art or using a game plan that they've set up with their team, and using OpenSea to launch their items before their game launches or after their game launches to their players. We also have users who visit OpenSea to explore, buy, sell, and trade items from the newest and hottest blockchain games. And we have collectors that don't necessarily play the games, but they do like look at the assets that they think are going to appreciate and have the best long-term value. And some of them have really diverse collections. Others have just maybe one collection. And in the sidebar here, you can choose which collection you're interested in diving into. And we'll give you all sorts of filters for breaking down the assets. You can sort by trending, sort by highest last sale. For CryptoKitties, this was our first collection that we launched with back in January 2018. You can filter by which currency items are on sale for. Most are in ETH, but there's all kinds of wacky, fun ERC20 currencies that people can create themselves and add to their storefronts so that they can be used for selling on OpenSea. You can filter by any kind of properties. A good thing to check out is, can you go up to our rankings button in the, yeah, that one right there.
It's working on it.
I have a question around this because I'm looking through the sections there, and I see one. I see blotters, and I see an original Hoffman LSD paper and some other blotter art, which are clearly owned by other people. That I don't think that Hoffman's actually placed this on your blockchain. So what's going on with like copyright stuff? There's a Dr. Seuss thing somebody's trying to sell, and some other stuff. Like, what are the implications of copyright and pulling in other people's work and then making it an NFT? Because that looks like what some of these people are doing.
Well, I'll have to look into the Dr. Seuss one, but we require people to sign a terms of service when they start uploading art to OpenSea. If you don't own the rights to the images that you're uploading, then we have to take it down because it's not legal.
Those blotters are clearly not their artwork, and that's it. If you just look under the blotter section, with those with the LSD. They didn't make that Hoffman with the bicycle one. Came out in 1943, and there's Dr. Seuss on another LSD tab. I'm a big fan of LSD tabs, but they just don't own those arts.
Those blotters are breaking the lotters.
Yeah.
Well, we try to be really responsive to reports like that, and we take down quite a bit of illegal.
Because I was thinking about that. I was like, hey, man, I can make a really cool Patrick Mahomes NFT, but I don't own those pictures of him or the NFL properties, and so I can't legally do that. So it wouldn't be something that I would put up, although it looks really cool.
Right. I mean, it's exactly the same way if you tried to sell something like that on eBay. You break the eBay terms of service, you break the OpenSea terms of service, creators get mad. That's bad for the ecosystem because it's their original work. They're not getting any credit, so we take it down.
You break the OpenSea terms of service, you have to walk the plank. That's how it goes on the OpenSea.
Good.
Okay, so here's the DApp rankings page. What am I looking at here?
So this is all of, and there are many other collections besides these on OpenSea, but we vet the collections that show up in the sidebar and that show up here for being ones that don't violate our terms of service. These collections are all sorted. You can change the sorts by clicking these blue links on the top, or you can change the categories by doing what you just did and looking at
Let's see who's got the biggest volume right now. Crypto Kitties. This is a 7-day volume.
That's total volume. If you look at what recent volume, click 7-day volume on the left.
Okay.
These are the hottest categories this week. So usually we see virtual worlds topping the list. And the reason for that is because you're buying an item with utility, but you're also buying a stake in a much larger project and a full metaverse experience by owning land in Decentraland.
So that's what this is here. These are properties that people can buy in Decentraland, and I'm assuming that there's also items, right, that they can get.
So, there's also what?
Items.
Yeah. So Decentraland, if you go into the search box and search for Decentraland.
Okay.
You'll see their names. Click on wearables. Also, they just launched something new today. But Decentraland wearables are really interesting. They are clothes that you can put on your avatar when you explore Decentraland. And you can fully suit yourself up and everyone can see it. People can click on your avatar and see what you own. And then
I
go
want
and
Travis to have this in real life. I want to see him wearing this barbarian helmet.
Well, I do have some Viking DNA, so I don't know if you want that or not, because I might have to start pillaging things.
Interesting.
The umbrella hat is one of the coolest.
Which one?
This umbrella hat. You're just putting an umbrella on your head and walking around.
Now that is an ingenious thing right there for those rainy days, especially if you're like the Pink Panther who's got that cloud just following him everywhere he goes. He just needed an umbrella hat. How
much is a mana right now?
Usually, mana is pretty. Let's see. It's going to be a few cents.
Okay.
Right now,
I'm just going to buy this umbrella hat right now then, because it's 95 mana. I'm like, that's
it's good.
It's open. It's $1.67. So I am now the proud owner of a. I guess I'm signing up for your newsletter as well. There we go.
Well, you can uncheck that if you want, but
we're good.
Umbrella hat owner.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
This might be the best Nifty show of all time since you got that umbrella hat.
I think so too. So I can go here and I should be able to go to Decentraland wearables.
Are these ones? Those are ones you've created, right, Mr. Drocom, or ones you've owned?
So yeah, I own this, and pretty soon after the blockchain scan does its thing, the umbrella hat. But I do own this launch T-shirt.
Yeah, and now you can, if you go into Decentraland, you can click Visit App on the left in the sidebar. That's down underneath the description.
There we go. All right.
So we could basically create our own bad crypto T-shirts for inside the game.
Yes.
People could walk around with bad crypto shirts.
I would love one of those.
Well, Travis, we got something else to design now. I own a plot into Decentraland. I've not built anything on it yet. We need to have somebody from Decentraland here on the show. I don't know if you know the founders over there. Maybe you can connect.
Yeah,
us.
we can do an intro.
Yeah, that would be great. It's loading it right now. We can give more detailed view of it, but it is loading the app. You can see it's pretty intensive, and I have a pretty powerful PC here as well. So I think that's one of the problems Decentraland has. Is it is very graphics intensive.
Yeah, I think it's been getting a little bit better over time, including battery usage. But as a team, we've had a couple of our team meetings in Decentraland and also in Crypto Voxels. The experience for like just even crypto teams in these metaverse dApps is pretty good. And I think it's getting better.
Still waiting for it to load. So we'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, what other cool things can we check out here on OpenSea?
So if you go back to the full page and click Explore the Sea.
Shouldn't it say swim in the sea?
Well,
No, Jocom, it should not.
How deep into the metaphors do we want to go?
I want to go Mariana Trench.
You could say explore deep into the sea.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so here we go. Where should we take a look here?
So let's look at, go to Unstoppable Domains, click on lending.chat.
Where am I going?
The very, very first item that you see here.
Lending.chat, there you go.
So Unstoppable Domains is a virtual, like a virtual name that you can buy that gives you and you can use to power a decentralized website. It also gives you an address that other people can type in and easily send you funds or send you anything.
So it becomes lending.chat.crypto.
Yes, I think that's what this one is going to do.
Look at all of them here. You get steroids.chat.crypto because that's chat on steroids. And don't forget methamphetamines. Yeah. .chat.crypto.
Methamphetamines.chat.crypto.
There you go, Travis. Cannabis.chat.crypto for 5 ETH. You can grab that one.
That is overpriced for that domain, which is a domain within a domain.
Well, there's some top level ones like Merkle proofs. The .chat stuff is because they just launched a new D-chat feature where you can chat with people by their handle.
Interesting. Well, our show sponsor is domains.cred, and they've got something that's similar. I guess they're competing with Unstoppable then. Is that right?
Cred is awesome. So there are a couple differences between the projects, and you can also find Cred on OpenSea. And they're going to be coming out with some new stuff soon, I hear. With Cred, they own a registrar, kind of like GoDaddy, where you can actually own real domains that you also have the NFT for. So right. It's basically a much more liquid version of GoDaddy, and a way to spread and interoperate with other marketplaces.
We're actually they're giving away 5 Cred domain tokens to viewers of the show here before the show is out, before we wrap up today. And just so you guys watching anywhere other than Theta know, if you're not watching us on Theta, you won't be eligible to win these. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, go to nifty.show/Theta, and that's where we'll be able to interact with you and do the giveaways. So that'll be pretty cool.
It is really cool. I mean, some of these projects have just, I think, tremendously large competitive advantage compared to normal domain names. Not all do this. With Unstoppable Domains, you own the name forever. It's not like you're buying a yearly lease. And with Cred, you get 2 valuable things with one purchase. You get a real domain name, and you get a decentralized domain name. You can power the website with either, and you get a name for your wallet, and you get a chat handle. You get all these things with just one purchase. So it's just like a much more unified experience that you're investing in. If you're
So I'm looking at this here. Joel's pulling through Super Rare. So Super Rare is sort of a kind of an OpenSea type of a website as well, where they're selling NFTs. But it looks like you got cool because are you selling them cross-platform on each other's platforms, or are these just ones where artists have built something on Super Rare and they're also listing it on OpenSea?
It's both. So in the Super Rare collection, artists have uploaded this art using Super Rare,
Okay.
but are selling the art using OpenSea.
Aha.
And we also list items that are on sale in Super Rare directly on OpenSea. So basically, we want to give a really good experience to buyers. If you're a seller, you can choose to sell on Super Rare if you want, but we still want to expose your items to buyers on OpenSea, because we're a very spread out marketplace. We want to aggregate buyers from all different types of verticals and games and platforms into one place. And that's how we drive the most exposure to games.
Look at this one, Travis. Brr, it's called Brr because the monies are just printing, and there's Bitcoin just dancing, saying thanks for
the dollars.
Thanks for the worthless dollars.
Yeah, what's the largest NFT purchase that's happened on OpenSea so far? Is there a record? Is there a place where you can see the highest ones ever?
So if you go to the main view or go to go to browse and then sort by highest last sale.
All right. So let's see, highest last sale. There we go. All kinds of great search tools on here.
So, and this will show you all items across some marketplaces that are not OpenSea.
Oh, there's the dragon, Travis, the CryptoKitty dragon that sold for 600 ETH.
I have a strong feeling that was someone buying from themselves, because there was no innate value in that CryptoKitty.
Well, what do you think of these? You think that Founder Cat 18 went for 300?
Oh yeah. So the dragon, I mean, it's not a good move to sell to yourself. Like, first of all, you got to pay CryptoKitties a lot to sell to yourself, because they take a percentage of each sale. And that's the only time we've seen that happen. So Fabrica's got a really so Fabrica's kind of a real world land, but with NFT tokens directly in here.
Well, it says here, this is a test. Ignore.
So this might be someone selling to themselves.
I didn't ignore it. I looked at it.
Fabrica playing around with it. Decentraland
lot.
We went over. This is going to be an estate that has lots of parcels inside of it. This was a previous sale that happened a while ago. The Formula F1 car sold on OpenSea on English auction. An English auction is kind of like an eBay style auction where you're fighting to be the highest bidder, and then after the auction gets extended a few times because of the bidding, it closes and the highest bidder wins. So this happened last year and went for 416 ETH, which was about $120,000 at the time.
All right, then.
Formula One's been launching other cars after that, and now has their game coming soon. I definitely recommend checking it out. You can buy car parts. They'll have lots of other ways of getting involved in the game.
There's the biggest Gods Unchained sale, 235 ETH. But this is not a mythic card, is it?
Can you scroll down to the properties?
Oh, yep, it is. It's a mythic.
Yeah.
Mythic. There you go.
And if you scroll down to the event history, it'll show you how it sold. It looks like it was an English auction too. So it was people bidding up the price to 235 ETH.
I like my auctions in French. Let me pop. Okay, so Decentraland is up now, and
nice. So type the letter V.
V.
Yeah.
Oh, there's me.
Nice.
Oh, check it out. I did make my avatar. There I am. So I own that avatar on blockchain then.
Well, the avatars themselves are not non-fungible tokens. The clothes are.
So how do I equip that that T-shirt that I bought?
this down. Can you click your avatar in the upper right? Like hit escape, and then
Yes, I
click
can.
that.
Avatar. Oh, top.
And
You gotta put your rainbow hat on, or your
there it
rainbow
is.
umbrella hat.
There it is. And let's see.
Nice.
So my head. No, where's accessories? Probably right.
Probably a hat. There you go.
Oh, hat. There it is. All right, done. Check it out.
The colors changed.
The umbrella, for me, the umbrella has been like different colors.
Can I dance in Decentraland? Is there a /dance?
There is emoting. Type, you might have to do /help first. But there's a way of emote. Now do /emote.
Oops.
/emote space fist pump.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to play a little bit more Decentraland. We definitely need to get who's the right person at Decentraland to get on the show.
I'll do an intro between you and Ari.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, Ari. So if you're planning on integrating wax into the marketplace, does that mean that I will be able to list a wax item and buy it with Ethereum, or will I have to buy it with wax? And then do you see a day where you can purchase an item on one chain with a different currency?
We are really excited about that day. We do think that day is coming. I think it's going to be a bit, but what we want to do as sort of the low-hanging fruit is send buyers to the right place to buy the item they want and let everybody just explore everything on every blockchain. So we're focusing on that first, and that's probably going to launch first before you have the ability to do something like buying a wax item with Ethereum.
But wax is, I mean, you are working on it. There's no reason for wax not to come to OpenSea, right?
Right.
Just a matter of getting it done, making it work.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. I was looking into how do we design clothing for Decentraland, and apparently there's this workflow. There's a wearables initiative where you have to open up an initiative. You have a proposal phase where you got to sketch up your proposals in the forum of Decentraland, and there's guidelines there. Then there's a voting phase, and there's the teams will be chosen which ones to develop the wearables, technical validation, then there's minting of them, and then there's launching of them, as well as a fashion event. So it's not so easy as just going into Photoshop and creating your own NFT and uploading it. Sounds like there's a process.
Yeah, I think I haven't gone through the process myself, so I'm curious what happens if you do it.
Yeah,
but
because I was thinking like cool, making like one of our Genesis blockchain heroes t-shirts for people to be walking around and wearing clothes inside the thing. That would be fun.
Well, one of my favorite things, can you go to events.decentraland.org?
Sure, I will just leave my little umbrella hat wearing dude there for the next time. Okay, so it's loading up. Summer collection fashion show.
I love this because right now I don't think anyone else is doing this, and there's definite demand for virtual events, especially with everybody working remote and no one being able to meet anyone. These event, like they're hosting these events with pretty high frequency, including a bunch of soccer tournaments, and people just click on the link, jump into this parcel with a whole bunch of other users, and you can chat with people. There's music, there's cool builds, elevators going up to skyscrapers, which are always my favorite.
Sponsored by
OpenSea has its own
Bullionix.
build.
We had Jesse on last week.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Booleanics is cool.
You know, that's what I love about the space is like we're all in this together, right? Everybody's pretty much super cool, and we just want to help the NFT space and bring mainstream adoption.
Yeah, and when someone tries to do a centralized version, like a closed ecosystem, having to do with a blockchain, it doesn't stand out in a good way. Like it's significantly less interesting than the combined work of 50 companies that are working on the metaverse. There's no way to compete with the combined forces of 50, 100, 200 companies that are jumping into blockchain work. And they can all interoperate a lot better than before because blockchain is a standard for APIs.
I think this is fascinating. Like, as I keep thinking, going back to what it is that we're working on with the blockchain heroes, I think it's unfortunate that you can't build and create your own avatars. Cause like, how cool would it be to have some of our characters that we've created be walking around in Decentraland, not just people wearing a t-shirt of them, but actually having our Genesis character walking around Decentraland or some of those other ones. And it seems like probably that should be coming before too long. I would wager.
To get to that space, we've added support for 3D models, so you can sell entire models on OpenSea. And it'll let users pan and interact with them even on mobile.
So you could actually own that, so if we did, for example, Travis, create the avatars in 3 dimensions, then people would own those skins, and there could be a limited number of those, just like there's a limited number of cards.
Exactly.
Or maybe even for a future hero, partner with Decentraland and say, if you own this card, you own the skin in Decentraland.
That would be cool. Oh, that would make a lot of sense too. And that's similar to Ready Player One, where like everything had a miniature version and it was easy to hold, but then you could expand it into the world, like the motorcycle.
Dude, we're getting there, man. We're in the future, Alex. Stepping in here.
Almost. We're like always almost to the future.
Yeah, we're actually always in the present. The future is always a figment of our imagination as well as the past.
We're shaping
only in the present moment.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. Guys, go to OpenSea.io and check out the collectibles. I think once upon a time, I may have listed something here for Bad Crypto. Let's just see if anything comes up.
Did you make a storefront? Go to develop and click storefront manager.
Okay. Maybe something's loading. Maybe I did. I mean, I try to play with all the toys.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking about doing a blockchain buddies. Remember whenever we chatted with you last time and you're like, yeah, create some stuff and we'll put some things on the front page for you. Well, that actually evolved into blockchain heroes. And instead of just creating little NFTs that were just sort of standalone, we decided to create a whole set around them.
Oh, there. Yeah. I created these 2 items on here. The little bad coin roller coaster.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you guys can go to OpenSea and grab those. There's one that's at just 0.1 ETH, and there's one that's 0.5. So grab them while you can.
And the number one is the cheapest.
Limited edition.
Wow. Nice.
Hurry up.
Well, you should also submit that for verification by us. Now we require that for it to show up in search results because of reasons that you brought up.
Okay.
If you click on edit, then you can configure a payout so that you can get royalties when people sell them peer-to-peer. And you can submit it for verification so that it shows up on our store down there, submit for review.
Oh yeah, nice. Should I just click this and click save? Do you know anybody there that can help expedite this?
Oh, I probably.
Somebody who knows somebody. Now, I've actually been creating these really fun. So I've traveled all over, been to a bunch of countries, and I've taken cool photos in all these different places. And now I've gone through this process of making animated GIFs around those, which are really cool. And then I've actually minted some of them on Mintable. Now, it costs, depending on how many that I minted, depending on how much they cost. And I think the total cost of minting, 20 total NFTs. I did one Statue of Liberty that I did. 5 of this Eiffel Tower, and then I did another one of a picture that I took in Munich. And so I got maybe 20 total NFTs, and it cost me like 40 or 50 bucks through minting them on Mintbase. Yeah, Mintbase is what I used. Now, can people mint them on OpenSea, or they need to use some other platform to mint them and then just send that Ethereum address over to OpenSea?
You can do both. So that storefront manager that you were using, that's our storefront manager.
Okay.
And it's fairly minimal. I mean, we provide like this, like we try to keep it simple and just have the features that most people are going to use and make sure they work well. But for doing like advanced work where you want to have like lots of additions or complex metadata, you can use Mintbase. And everything that you make in Mintbase is, until you put it on sale, it's owned by your wallet. So when you view it on OpenSea, you can just sell it on OpenSea.
Yeah. Well, I created these things, I call them World Illustrated NFTs, WinFT.
Why don't you pull it up, Trav? Show a couple of yours. Let me give you permissions here to do it. There you go. You could screen share.
Okay.
Travis has done some cool stuff. I'm fortunate I got one in my wallet. And so you sent me the Eiffel Tower one.
Yeah, I think I sent you the first one that was created, actually.
I got a #1 mint. I definitely think that you should be selling these. I mean, when you look at the stuff that's out there on OpenSea and super rare, your stuff certainly qualifies.
Maybe so. Maybe I was just having fun with it and playing around. But let's see. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
So here's the Statue of Liberty. There's only one of those. And the Eiffel Tower, there are 5 of them. Joel has one. And then over here, I created 11 of these. And it was such a cool sculpture. On both sides, they look the same. But if you look at it the other way, it says love and there's hate over there. Oh. And so I took these photos, and then I've gone and then I've made these graphics out of them as NFTs, which I'm calling WinFTs.
Oh, I have another interesting thing that I just saw pop up today. I sent it to the Zoom chat. There's a site called pools.fyi, and they are selling ad space as NFTs on OpenSea. So you can buy one of these NFTs, and it gives you the ability to put whatever ad you put an ad on pools.fyi, which I think is a great idea, because ads, when you buy them, for most sites right now, are completely illiquid. You got to do something with it until it's done. And now you can kind of really get the best prices for ads by having a secondary market for them.
Interesting.
Even though they're expired, so those advertising things did not work because that's May 25th through. So some of those dates are a little dated, huh?
Yeah,
but it's a cool idea, definitely.
Huh?
That's definitely a cool idea.
Yeah, I wonder if anyone has any ads that are on sale. I don't know the answer to that. I think we need to make a category for that in rankings.
Yeah.
So should I just go ahead and create a storefront on OpenSea called WinFTs and have those images, just create that store and then send them for verification to you?
Well, have you already made it in Mintbase?
I've made them in Mintbase. I've made a total of, there's 4 available of the Eiffel Tower, 1 Statue of Liberty one, and 11 of the love-hate ones from Munich.
Then if you go to your account, you should already see them on OpenSea. The storefront is already, we pick them up automatically.
So then how do I see them on OpenSea?
So go to hover over account and click my items.
Okay.
Right, because basically OpenSea just works like a browser for your own stuff. If your MetaMask is attached to it, you'll see your account with everything that's in your wallet.
Yeah, that is what we really want to nail down, is being like the place you go to explore all the stuff you've done across all the different sites that you've used.
I'll pull.
It says connecting to the wallet. I don't know.
While Travis is looking, so this is my wallet right here. And you can see I've got all these Gods Unchained cards. I've got engine stuff. I've got Travis. Here's our POAP. Here's our NFTs that we have created for Bad Crypto that we gave out to listeners. And what else do I got here? I got my MLB Champions NFTs right here.
Nice.
Oh, I need to sign into my wallet. Here we go.
There's my crypto kitties.
Bad Crypto Buford.
There's bad crypto Travis lost kitty. Poor Travis, his kitties are abandoned. He lost the key for that one.
Man, we had very, very low mint ones too. We were in the top 20,000. We got in there.
Oh wow.
What
is a Rabbids? You have a Rabbids thing?
Yeah, where is that? Where do you see that?
Scroll up. Rabbids token?
Yeah, so that's a Ubisoft thing.
Oh, right.
That I don't know that it'll actually show here. I think they're doing something unique with their protocol. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they kind of pass them on.
All right, so I got into mine now. I see in my wallet. My thing says unnamed. I don't necessarily know, but let me see here. Let me share my screen again. So now I'm in here, and if I wanted to create a store where I'm selling any of these particular ones that I created, what's I guess is my process for that?
It's oh great, so they're all showing up. So click on one of them. And there's definitely some work that we have to do here to make this experience better. Click on World Illustrations and NFTs on the top. That takes you to the site that you linked, but click the above Love and Hate. Click that.
Okay.
And this takes you to the actual marketplace site for this collection. So if you and this collection was made on Mintbase.
Yeah.
So we pick it up automatically. If you click on More in the upper right, the More button in the next to trending.
I got something in the face here. Okay, there it is.
The More button.
The More button.
Yeah, and then click on Edit Storefront. Now you've got edit powers. So, nice. And this is because the blockchain knows that your wallet actually owns this collection. And
okay,
if you can rename it, you can add your website, Twitter, Discord, all down below.
Oh, sure thing.
Secondary sale fee, add an image.
And then I can send it down here to get it verified with you guys.
Boom. Yes. Look at that, Travis. You're gonna be selling your artwork here pretty soon.
No, that would be cool.
I would change your image settings to be covered.
Where is that?
Scroll all the way down, far right.
Covered?
Yeah, that'll look best for your types of images.
All right.
Oh, you need to. You can't have a colon in there, I think.
Oh, dirty bastards! It's kind of a dash.
Yeah, I believe so. We have to.
My status is limited visibility because it's not been reviewed.
Right. So I just got a push notification right now to review both your storefronts.
Okay. And so can I determine how much I want to charge those, or because whenever I came up on Mintbase, I was just coming up with bullshit prices, but I can set my fees here inside this particular page.
Yeah, you can. Well, by your fees, are you talking about the fee that you collect when other people resell your items?
I was just thinking how much I would charge if somebody wants to buy one of these.
You just click it, Travis, and then you click sell.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. How handy is that? We're walking through, we're teaching us, and while we're teaching others.
There you go. And then you can sell it. Sell it for 601 ETH. So you can
just do a highest bid where somebody who wants to bid it. And
yeah, you set a minimum amount. You going to do it now?
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
All right. So
set it up for a week. So by the time the next Nifty show starts, we'll start off with the first bid at 1/10 of an ETH is the minimum bid.
I would. So here's a pro tip for doing English auctions.
Yeah.
The most successful English auctions on OpenSea, like all of them, have started with a ridiculously low minimum bid. I mean, something that you would feel like is a really good deal.
So like what, 0.1 or something?
Yeah. We've seen 0.077777, like something kind of fun, but really,
zero,
really
zero, zero, like 0, 0.
Well, basically the point of it is to get some speed on the bids, because people will look at like, I'm a bid. And then there's a bunch of bidding activity, and then it'll quiet down for a bit until your auction is about to expire. And then the bidding activity will flood in again.
Okay, so what's the best? 3 days, a week, a month? What do you think?
7 days. 7 days or 2 weeks is the best.
Okay.
If it's a month,
2 week one.
it's
Oh,
just
I can spend a
file away and then forget about
specific day. Okay. Perfect.
And then click post your listing.
Click post my listing.
It's live. Those of you watching, go check out Travis's Tour d'Eiffel original artwork. Let the bidding begin. Shoot, I'm just going to go and bid myself. So when will it show up in the search results?
It'll right when you finish the last step here. So you're initializing your account because you're a new OpenSea user. You only have to do this once. Then then you'll have to sign a message saying that you're willing to sell it, and then it'll show up in search results like a couple seconds later.
If they become more popular, then those are the ones that you determine which ones that you feature. Like if in the past I've sold X a few, and then like, so here I am now. Oh, unlock these types of tokens. There we go.
This is something you do for external. You don't have to do this for OpenSea smart contracts, but for a lot of external smart contracts, you have to unlock them for trading. But yeah, we don't actually feature any listings right now. When you see trending on OpenSea, what that really is stuff that's been listed recently that is not problematic or not like, stuff that's from a safe collection.
Okay, that makes sense.
Listed.
So you guys are using wrapped ETH, WETH. Is there going to be a wrapped wax, like a W wax kind of a thing? It's a wrapped wax. So you guys can, so that makes them all interoperable?
I don't know about that. Wax might, the reason wrapped ETH exists is because of a feature that ETH lacks. Like you cannot approve normal Ether to be transferred later. ETH has to be transferred by the person who owns it when a transaction needs to happen.
All right, it went good. It's being requested. I'm listing my item. I've signed it. We're good to go. Boom, listing successful.
And you only need to do wrapped ETH because this is an English auction. Well, okay. OpenSea will also pay the gas when your item sells. You don't actually have to pay gas or do a transaction.
So now,
there it is.
What would I search for to find it?
So if you go to OpenSea assets and search and change the dropdown to recently listed, change the sort, it should be the top.
You want to go ahead and share yours then, Mr. Joe Com?
I'm sharing now. So if I go to browse, is that what you say?
Yeah, go to browse, and then instead of trending, go to recently listed.
All right.
If it doesn't show up here, it's going to be like maybe a couple seconds for our search index to pick it out.
All right. It's.
I really think this Tour d'Eiffel is the coolest NFT.
There it is.
Not one of the coolest ones that I've created so far.
There it is, Mr. Travis. Right. I'm going to be the first to make a bid. In fact, I'm going to let's get this activity going here.
Boom.
Confirm that bid. Y'all out there, go outbid me on this.
Because Mr. Joe Com already has one of these.
Yeah. I'll take another one. I think they're cool. You do good work.
Thank you, sir.
Alex, good stuff, my friend. Thank you for joining us today, coming in.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
I'm gonna be messaging you because we got to find a way to work together with Blockchain Heroes.
Yeah, and happy to refer you guys to other people for the show. It's a good show.
Awesome.
All right,
yeah.
man.
So you guys do. Let me ask you this real quick. Have you guys doing anything with the Nifty Gateway? Is that something that's connected to OpenSea as well? Some of those things that they're dropping.
Definitely. You can find their collections on OpenSea if you search in the search bar. There's some like when they do new drops, those show up on OpenSea. Right. Some of their metadata is animated, like they have like the shoes. Or,
yeah, really cool.
You can see those on OpenSea. And we talk to them a lot. They're great guys.
They are. We're gonna have them on. I think in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Duncan.
Oh, cool.
Griffin are going to be on for sure.
We'll check it out.
Awesome. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate you. Man.
Thanks, Alex.
Have a good weekend.
All right. That's great, Mr. Travis, right?
That was fun.
Yeah.
We learned something new and we got something live. It's like,
I know.
It's awesome.
I know it. All right, let's talk about some other things that are happening in the NFT space. I've got a few stories here. The first one is Waxy, because although we've known what the next series is going to be, now it's official that the what are they calling it? GPK goes exotic.
Yeah. So you remember back in February, I think it was in February or March, what was it, March or no, I guess it might have been April, whenever Tiger King took the world by storm. I don't know. It was like at the beginning of the
March.
pandemic that we started. Right when it started, and then it was on Netflix, and you were saying, dude, you got to watch Tiger King. This is ridiculous. And I was like, and you're like, dude, I just watched another couple of episodes and saying it gets more ridiculous each episode. And I'm like, okay. And then that's the girl who's missing her hand. Oh, that's horrible.
She's not bitter though.
Oh my gosh. So that one right there it's a relic. What is that? Is that going to be one of the ones that move? Is that going to be their
I guess this might be a CE. They're changing up a little bit. We just actually interviewed Tobin Lent, basically the general manager over all digital at Topps. And if you guys want to hear that interview, it's going to be coming out Monday night on Bad Crypto Podcast. And we talked for like 45 minutes about all things collectible and digital and wax and their other properties. But he said that there's going to be 240,000 of these cards as opposed to the 110,000 they did of the first Garbage Pail Kids set. And where the first GPK had 82 cards, if you look at the A and B variations, this is going to have 30 of the A and B plus
it's
variations.
Oh, it's going to be 15 of each, 15A, right. 15B. Yeah, 30 total.
So there's discussion, especially in the GPK trading group. Shout out to all you guys there on Telegram. If you're into Garbage Pail Kids, you want to join the GPK trading group on Telegram, t.me/GPK trade. A lot of great people there that are super fans of this, but there's a lot of skepticism, Trav, about are they minting too many of these cards?
I think they're minting way too many of these cards, and they minted way too few of the previous ones. I mean, 250,000 of these right here. These don't have nostalgia. This is just a joke. This is like a parody. It's kind of funny, I think. And then the thing is that we actually polled the GPK audience and we said, what are you more excited about? Garbage Pail Kids Series 2, Blockchain Heroes, or Tiger King. And like Tiger King, out of the 400 or whatever 350 some odd people in there, got like just a very small amount. Blockchain Heroes was more exciting for people than this. But they really want Series 2 to come out. So I think if they had launched Series 2 with 250,000 cards, that might have been a better play. But we'll see.
Look, we're talking about a multi-million-dollar company that's been around for decades. They're not dumb. I think that this play here is they don't want them to all sell out. They want to onboard as many new customers into the system as possible.
Probably so.
And so,
because the first one, GPA, sold out in 28 hours with only 1,200 people using it. And they said that, well, with the first edition, they had between 5 and 10 million physical cards, which put it at about 60,000 complete sets, which would have been out there back in the day of the A's and the B's. Well, they did these with the first edition with what? Less than 1,000 per 1,000 sets out there that could totally be completed, something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers. But I'm seeing cards like 700, 800 cards of a particular one, not 1,000 yet. So maybe 1,000 total. So think about that. There's less than 1,000 total sets out there with the base, way less with the Prism and the Sketch. And I think that might be the case, is that they're trying to onboard more people. So that would tell me that with Series 2, maybe they're going to onboard like maybe 1 million cards or 500,000 cards or something.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll see how this goes. The sale takes place on Wednesday, July 8th of the Garbage Pail Kids Tiger King. This other piece of news, Travis, from the wax world, this big announcement came out yesterday that they are working with Capcom on their largest property, which is the Street Fighter, video game property. They're going to be issuing blockchain digital collectibles that are going to have some sort of gamification. Here, there's a really short video they posted here along with this. I've got the sound off, but imagine the sound of a wax token going into the arcade machine. Clink. And then Wax and Capcom Street Fighter. This is
Wax and Capcom. Like, that's huge, man. Like, to me,
Yeah.
like, this last week has been so big where, you know, Wax said that what was the head of Marvel Games, this was last week, head of Marvel Games joining their board. William Shatner says he's going to do his stuff on Wax.
What happened to your video? Did you turn off your camera?
Yeah, I turned on my video real quick. Somebody was at my door. And so, yeah, so it's just, it's fascinating to see. And then we just had a conversation with OpenSea guy. Yeah, they're trying to get Wax on OpenSea. Topps is doing another series. And with an interview with Tobin Lent, he was talking about some conversations they're having with Major League Baseball. And now we got Capcom and Street Fighter. Like, these are some major IP intellectual properties out there that are trademarked, that are going to be being created. And then we're talking about with Tobin Lent, like Topps, they have access to Marvel, Star Wars, Disney. Like, come on, the kind of things, the cool NFTs that are going to be popping out in that space is going to be unbelievable. And oh, by the way, Wax tokens are like 5.5 cents right now.
But we are not financial advisors.
We're not financial advisors. Do your own research.
Any recommendations? So let's share really quickly. I'm going to turn off my background so I can show this. Got something in the mail today, and you got yours a couple days ago. We've talked about Oliver and his crypto kaiju. These are vinyl digital collectibles on blockchain. And I just received my Dojera. Check him out. I don't want to take him out of the bag. I like him mint in there. But I got the Dojera, and
I take mine immediately out of the bag and put it on my shelf so I can see it.
I got some stickers, and I'm not going to show you guys the whole QR code, but this is how you scan this in order to put it in your wallet. So I'm going to do that.
Actually, I didn't get any of those cards in my pack.
Oh, well,
I didn't get stickers or anyone how to do that NFT thing on my deal.
So
those weren't included in my packet. I didn't get that.
So let Oliver know that. I'm sure he'll take care of you because you're supposed to get that. So if I go to my Trust Wallet and I pull up my MetaMask, right, then I should be able to do a scanner thing on it here. Oh, look at what popped up here on my Trust Wallet. Limited edition Binance NFT. Click here to claim it.
Oh, it's their 3-year deal.
So I just went into my Trust Wallet. You guys might want to check that out and see how to get. You have to complete a couple tasks here, and then you have
now
to
is your Trust Wallet actually? I mean, because I have mine as a view of mine. I don't actually have it connected because that whole deal about apps looking at your copy and paste, and so I've not actually typed in my keys into my phone.
How do I scan it into this? Just using a regular camera, or do I have to be in my Trust Wallet? I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Open Crypto Kaiju in Safari. All right, I'll figure this out when we're not live. We're going to give away the Cred domain tokens here in just a few minutes, but just want to give a shout out. Thanks to Oliver for the Dojera. Travis, could you imagine the Blockchain Hero Genesis character done as one of these vinyl toys?
That'll be badass. How many does he do on those? He normally only does about 100 or so per issue. Yeah,
they're all different. In fact, let me pull up his website because I want to encourage you guys, if you like collectibles, to go check this out. It's cryptokaiju.io, KAIJU.io. This is and you click shop and it'll show you. They still have a 7.5-inch Crypto Kitty collectible for $62. Here's the Dojera. This one is the super bundles sold out, but you can get the gold and red collar or just the red color one, limited to 40 pieces on this one. There's only 5 of these. So they're definitely limited toys and pretty cool. Should we talk heroes?
Let's do it.
You got one of your kids there?
Yeah, they were getting picked up.
Nice.
Oh, what's so great about having the background here that they didn't actually see the madness behind me.
There's always madness behind you. So the blockchain heroes are moving forward. We have now revealed 47 of the 50 heroes. The final 3 are going to be revealed here within the next few days. We're just waiting on the artists to do finishing touches. And our Telegram is now over 500 people, Trav.
Is it?
It is. You know it is.
No, last I saw it was at 490.
Yeah, they were celebrating big when we went over 500 today. And there's stickers. We have our own sticker pack in there, and a lot of interest for what we're creating. And every Wednesday night, we do a community meeting. So if you want to know more about Blockchain Heroes, go to bcheroes.com, and it'll look a lot like this right here. And click sign up for launch. Just put your name and your email here, and you'll be notified when, for community meetings and free promotional NFTs, because we've actually got a partnership with Cointelegraph, another one with CoinGecko, that there's some free NFTs you can get. And if you join our Telegram, it's t.me/BC Heroes. In fact, if you come in right now, we have it up, and we'll just say hello to you when you come in. We'll be like, hi.
That is true. So it looks like Rowdy Rook, the file for that one is complete. We've not shown that one yet.
Nice.
And then I think the final one we'll show will be Overseer.
Nice. I'm going to show, in case you guys missed the reveal of our epic variation in the Telegram. Here is the epic variation of the Genesis card. So you got your common, your uncommon, your rare, and your epic. And this is the epic variation. And we still have to reveal legendary, mythic, and golden fury.
This is true.
And they get cooler and cooler as you go. So hope you guys like what you see there. All right, should we do a giveaway?
I think so. Let's do it.
Let's do the giveaway. How do we want to do this? We have 5 Cred domain tokens for 5 viewers that are here right now. And all we're going to need is you're going to have to DM me your name and your email address to do it. But how should we give away those 5? You want to do a piece of trivia?
Don't know. I mean, you've been coming up with all these different competitions. I've put zero thought into those competitions. I would say, is there a link that we can give out that people can just go and claim them?
I'll tell you what, the next, okay, if you're watching right now on Theta, you have to be watching at nifty.show/Theta. I'm going to give you a minute to go there if you're still watching somewhere else.
There's several people in this chat right now, I see.
If you're watching on the Theta, you need to go to our Telegram, t.me/BC Heroes. Okay, t.me/BC Heroes. Join the Telegram. The next 5 people that join the Telegram and say Theta, right? Just type Theta into Telegram. The first 5 to do that will win a Cred domain token, and you'll be able to have your own name .cred that will act as both a website and an Ethereum wallet for you. So we'll be watching for that. The first 5 to go to t.me/BC Heroes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
Boom. Look at that.
Given away. Hurricane Shane, Apprentice, Cat Satoshi, Max, and Tobias. You have won. DM me your real name and your email address, okay? And I will send that over to the Cred people so that we can get you domain bonds. You were late by that much. You missed it by that much, brother. But that was awesome. They just came in like that.
That was boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey,
Hurricane Shane.
This was a lot of fun. Learned a lot from Alex at OpenSea. If you came in late, make sure you go
I just typed in Theta in there. Was I too late?
You typed too late. Make sure you go watch the replay. These will be on YouTube, also on Library, decentralized video on the Bad Crypto channel. And make sure you subscribe to Bad Crypto Podcast, because Monday night, we will release episode 424 with Tobin Lent of Tops.
And if you are on Theta and you feel like you want to throw a donation to us because you like the content, you can actually donate some of that T fuel there. I'm actually going to donate 2.5 T fuels right now to the show.
Oh, to the
from,
cause.
From my thing. I can actually, the minimum you can do is 10. I don't have that much.
Send us your T fuels. Don't be a T fool. Send us your T fuels.
Don't be a tease with the NFTs.
Oh, snap. And Travis, you learned how you can sell your stuff on OpenSea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play around and make a few more because I got a bunch of images in the queue that I wanted to play around with and make a few more, see if people like those and want to go check it out on OpenSea. Those were inspired by creating the Blockchain Heroes images, and I said, let me play around with some architecture, and there it is.
Yeah. Oh, and we've done our first airdrops as well. If you are a listener of Bad Crypto, you know, for a short period of time, we gave away a Blockchain Heroes commemorative NFT. Those have been dropped. There's about 250 of them out there, and they are selling on the wax marketplaces. And then with the help of Ole at Daplica, they're doing the darkcountry.io trading card game, which looks like it's shaping up to be really cool. He helped and did a airdrop of a promotional Blockchain Heroes card to about 14 or 15,000 wallets. So if you have a wax wallet already that has either an NFT or at least one wax in it, check that wallet for the NFT that we put out there, because you might have it. And the last thing I want to share is a shout out to our friends at NFT Alert. They've got a great site here that kind of keeps track.
Boom. Check us out.
There we are.
12 Eastern is when it's going on, Al.
Yeah, that's what I gave them. So just so you guys know that are watching, August 4th is going to be the official launch for the Fiat Gateway. But just like, you know, tickets for concerts go on sale pre-release for people that are card holders or members. If you are holding wax and want to buy Blockchain Heroes cards with wax, you'll be able to do so on August 1st. Again, join the mailing list, bcheroes.com, so that you are up to date on this information, because you're going to, if you are into getting low mint cards, you're going to want to get these early. So some interesting stuff coming up here, Mr. Travis, right?
And it's fancy. And if you go to collectibles and maybe you didn't get access to those, you didn't claim the NFT, you didn't get the airdrop of that Blockchain Heroes promotional card, those are for sale on the secondary market. They're on collectibles.
Yeah.
And that's tables.io. And you can go check that out and click on Blockchain Heroes. It's over there. And also, Mr. Joel, scroll over, click other as well over on the left. Since we sent them out in two different places, the Blockchain Heroes promo cards are available in two different places.
Indeed, they are. And there's our buddy Wizard X, who's building the Crypto Voxels gallery of Blockchain Heroes. So we're all in good company here. All right, gang. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next episode. We're here every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock Pacific, and other times based on wherever you are in the world. And make sure, and the way you can support the show, go subscribe to the audio version on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever it is that you listen. Give us a review and tell your friends about the Nifty Show.
You can actually subscribe to us on Theta TV. If you click down there at the bottom of the video and it says subscribe, it says follow, sub, or donate, you can subscribe. And anytime that we go live, we're doing it multiple times a week at this point, you can get alerted and support what we're doing over here.
Nice. All right, gang, be nifty. Catch you on the next one.
We love you.